From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Wednesday, July the 6th, 2022. Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid wrapped up his diplomatic visit to France yesterday, meeting with new president of CRIF, the umbrella organization of France's Jewish community, Yonatan Arfi. The two, Lapid tweeted, discussed Israel-France relations as well as the importance of maintaining strong ties between Israel and Jewish communities worldwide. This follows Lapid's earlier meeting yesterday with French President Emmanuel Macron. While speaking to the press after that meeting, Lapid was asked about the incident that took place this past Thursday at the Western Wall in Jerusalem's Old City, when young religious extremists entered the area set aside for egalitarian prayer while a bar mitzvah of a young boy from the U.S. was taking place, disrupting the services and calling the worshipers Nazis and animals, even ripping up a siddur, a prayer book, with one young man using it to wipe his nose. The Times of Israel cites Lapid telling reporters in Paris, "I am against all violence at the Western Wall against people who want to pray as their faith allows them. This cannot continue." And U.S. Special Envoy to Monitor and Combat Anti-Semitism, Ambassador Deborah Lipstadt, during her Israel visit, also responded to the incident, tweeting, "Deeply disturbed by the troubling actions of a group of extremists last week at the Kotel. Let us make no mistake, had such a hateful incident, such incitement, happened in any other country, there'd be little hesitation in labeling it anti-Semitism." Meanwhile, Jewish groups here in the U.S. are asking Lapid to take immediate action following the incident. The leaders of the Jewish Agency, the World Zionist Organization, the Jewish Federations of North America, and Keren HaYesod wrote a letter to the Prime Minister saying this was not even about the Kotel Agreement, which has been on hold for years to renovate and improve the egalitarian prayer area adjacent to the Kotel known as Robinson's Arch. This, they wrote, is about the basic derech eretz, how people should behave, of Israelis welcoming Jews from around the world who come to celebrate their most cherished smachot in the Jewish state, follow all the established rules for such an event, engage in no provocation, demonstrate nothing but ahavat Israel, a love of Israel, and are nevertheless subjected to conduct that should embarrass every Jew of every level or style of Jewish practice. No effort to unite or strengthen the ties between Israel and the Jews of the diaspora can be remotely successful while such behavior is allowed to continue, urging that concrete actions be taken so that Jews of all streams feel at home, safe, and welcome at the Kotel and in Israel. Well, Ben & Jerry's is suing its parent company Unilever to try and block the recent agreement that it reached with Ben & Jerry's Israel. Ben & Jerry's said it was aware of the deal in which Unilever sold Ben & Jerry's Israel to its local distributor, who can now produce and distribute the product freely, including in the West Bank, but that Ben & Jerry's do not agree with it. If you recall, last July, Ben & Jerry's announced they would no longer sell their products in the West Bank, an announcement seen by many as consistent with the BDS, Boycott, Divestment, and Sanctions campaign that seeks to delegitimize the State of Israel. IBM said today that it has acquired Israeli startup Databand AI, a leading data observability software provider that helps companies detect and resolve bad data before it can have any negative impact. The Israeli company based in Tel Aviv, CEO and co-founder Josh Ben Amram, said that joining IBM will help us scale our software and significantly accelerate our ability to meet the evolving needs of enterprise clients. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Wednesday, July the 6th. At 7 o'clock, it's Talmud Study. At 7:30, a look at Jewish views of federalism and capitalism. At 8, with a panel of experts, Robert Siegel looks at the state of immigration policy in the U.S. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Rabbi and historian David Dalin on the contributions of the first Jewish Supreme Court justices on L'chaim. At 10:30, author Anita Diament talks about her book, The Boston Girl, and coming up next, it's Thinking Out Loud. And that's the JBS News Update for Wednesday, July the 6th, 2022. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.